might not know you. But one thing I do know about you is that you exceed your own screen time every week. Or do you even bother to look at your weekly screen time report? How many of us can agree to this? Studies show that an average teenager uses their phones for about 8 hours a day. Having phones already means that we're all photographers, have a digital map in our hand, and can be influencers or bloggers without training. The kids of today are growing up in a world where mobile phones, social media, and constant connectivity are the norm. But have you ever stopped to consider the impact your mobile phones are having on you? Hello, my name is Aaminah, and today I am here to prove that your devices are killing your creativity. I challenge you now not to look at your next notification for the next 10 minutes. I know most of you would find it hard to do it, because nowadays we're all trapped together in the technology prison, and the only way to get out of it is to keep our devices down. Technology has become such an essential part of our lives that without technology, humans would have stronger bonds and relationships with one another. No doubt, nowadays we can't even imagine what life without this everyday requirement will be like. This obsession is advancing day by day. In these recent years, artificial intelligence has woven into our lives in ways we may not even understand. Your teacher gives you a task, you open your laptop and get your answers from your good old pal AI. And your task is done. It's that simple. But what were people doing when AI did not exist? How are these brilliant inventions made without the use of this robotic mastermind? Edison created the light bulb, Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, Einstein discovered so many theories that he has made our lives difficult with physics. If all of these amazing inventors did not create all these things, we would be sitting in the dark with no one to talk to from a distance and would have no idea on how to discover the secrets of the world without Einstein's theories. All these incredible inventors used the method of trial and error. In fact, it took nearly 1,000 attempts for Edison to successfully make the light bulb, which for sure each one of us has dangling in our houses today. Christopher Columbus sailed across the world, and nearly 2 months later, he had made the amazing discovery of America. Ferdinand Magellan nearly circumnavigated the world, but sadly died in the Philippines before finishing the journey. These explorers did not take help from the internet while accomplishing these discoveries, and thanks to them, our map was completed with their accomplishments, and that's what made them so special. When we don't have these devices, we tend to get more creative. Yes, using your device is killing your creativity. Well, I looked up at my screen time and I was surprised. Mostly, my screen time looks like this, and sometimes it even goes as low as this. But there are days that my screen time can go as high as this. But when I was analyzing them, I found out something. No matter how many hours or minutes I use my device, the Creativity tab always has the least percentage. First of all, what is creativity? Creativity means the tendency to generate or recognize ideas, alternatives, or possibilities that may be useful in problem solving problems, communicating with ourselves and others, and entertaining. You may think we can do all of these things on our devices, but to me, creativity is something that you do without the help of technology, as in letting your thoughts go wild or thinking outside the box. Addiction to these devices may prevent the brain to think creatively. A study was published in the Social Cognitive Affective Neurosciences. A new study on the impact of being glued to our devices suggests that device addiction can indeed affect our brain's capacity on thinking creatively. The researchers identified a small set of 48 participants, aged between 18 and 25, using the Smartphone Addiction Scale, SAS, when they were assigned a creative task to come up with alternate uses of an everyday object within a short frame of time. Individuals with high SAS scores perform poorly in the terms of fluency, flexibility, and originality. Through neuroimaging, the researchers found out that among participants with high SAS scores, some parts of their brain were not as active compared to those when asked to think creatively compared to those with low SAS scores. This proves that device addiction can indeed affect our brain's capacity on thinking creatively. Thinking creatively broadens our perspective, stimulates our brain, and improves and boosts cognitive systems, which may lead to improved memory and increase in problem-solving skills. It is now clear that our excessive use of devices is killing our creativity. It is important for us to take a few steps back from our device and allow ourselves the freedom to think outside the box, to let our imagination run wild. Only then we can see the world of possibilities that are beyond our screens in our hands. So the next time you reach out for your phones or tablets, I ask you, take a moment to consider the impact it may be having on your creativity. I truly believe that you must disconnect to reconnect. Thank you.